Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Canik Mete MC9 Prime and the Smith & Wesson CSX E series. Now, both of these are two of my current favorite handguns, especially because they are designed and kind of focused around the everyday carry community. These are awesome pistols because they're both very small in size, so helping you carry on a daily without adding discomfort to your setup, which will equal out to you not sacrificing leaving your handgun at home. So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of do a direct comparison. It's not going to be a versus. So I'm not going to be stating that one is better than the other, but I will be just kind of pointing out things that I've noticed and things that I prefer one over the other. But that is more of a personal touch for myself, how it feels to me in my hands. And of course, comparing it to other handguns that I have, I could kind of more or less gauge what I like and what I don't like, for what I use it for, which is everyday carry, and kind of having it in my rotation and something that doesn't protrude into my way of carrying, which is very important because, like I say, I don't want to feel discomfort because then that's going to maybe make me sacrifice and leaving it at home or switching out handguns often, which I don't like doing. When I do have something in my rotation, I try to hold it for a long time, and everything kind of serves a certain different purpose. But for the most part, my everyday carry is usually my everyday carry. So I'm gonna kind of go based off of that. For those of you guys that are out there looking to make a purchase, kind of are in the fence, these are both great options. You can't go wrong with one or the other. Right now, my everyday carry is my Bodyguard 2.0 and my CSX E series. This was my latest pickup. I haven't really shot enough rounds through this for me to say, okay, it's gonna enter my everyday carry rotation yet. And this is my first Canik as well, so I'm not too familiar with Canik. I've heard great stuff, but as far as reliability and brands that I know are just gonna perform no matter what, I always like Smith & Wesson is kind of leading the pack for me. And of course, my Glock 43X MOS was that a few years back, but right now the Smith & Wesson holding me down for everyday carry. But let's get into it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this content. If you do, just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. I always say I learn a lot from you guys, so we learn together with the questions and suggestions you guys make in the comments. So right off the back, of course, the obvious, the elephant in the room is that the Canik Mete MC9 Prime is definitely bigger than the CSX E series. Now, that does not mean this is a big firearm. This is a nice, perfect size handgun. This is, I fit this in right between the Glock 43X MOS and the Glock 19X MOS. Just because I own both those handguns, this is like that perfect middle ground between both those. Kind of like the Sig X Macro, but I don't own that gun. But that's the one they say compares a lot in size to the MC9 Prime. MC9 Prime comes equipped. It comes with everything. It has all the bells and whistles. You're not gonna have to go out and do much to the Canik Mete MC9 Prime. So if that's one thing you don't want to get into, is going crazy with aftermarket stuff and just upgrading, doing extra stuff to your handguns, then go for the MC9 Prime, because right out the box, this thing is ready to rock and roll. As you can see, it has a ported barrel and compensated slide, and it has very beautiful and sexy cut serrations all around the handgun, all over, all on top. Right now on top, I'm rocking the Gideon, I believe it's the Judge 2 optic red dot, and it's really good, built like a tank. And with the MC9 Prime, as you can see, you get a great trigger, and that's one thing you get with both these handguns. You get great triggers. You also have a rail, which is something that the CSX does not have. Just off rip, you get a nice, somewhat full size grip. For me, it's definitely a full size grip. You get a full handle on that grip. So although it's compact and nice in size, you still get a nice full grip. So you're not sacrificing the grip of the gun, so it's gonna feel and shoot like a bigger handgun as well. Now the CSX E series, they upgraded the trigger, which they did to all their Smith & Wesson lines. If you're a fan of Smith & Wesson, you know that they have upgraded the trigger, and right now they have one of the best triggers out the box, and that's coming along with the name that you know you're buying quality and reliability when you get this bad boy. Now, what I love about the CSX, and right now, as far as all my handguns, this might be the best feeling handgun in the hand, the most comfortable one to hold, is the CSX E series, and it's because it's full metal, so it has a nice heft to it, nice weight to it, but at the same time, it's not super skinny, so it feels perfect in the palms of the hand. Feels very good to grip it. Right here, as you see the pistol itself, I have the extended mag, and right here we got 17 rounds. That's why I wanted to do this comparison, because with both these handguns, although the CSX is way smaller, you do have the same round capacity. So what I'm going to do is kind of compare the size so you guys could check out and see if the size difference will kind of help you guys or change whatever decisions you guys might have with purchasing one of these. So let's just go barrel to barrel. As you can see, there's a significant difference in size. Very significant. It's almost. The MC9 Prime is, I believe, just over 6.5 inches, and the CSX is about 6.1 inch, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They also have a longer version if you want a longer version, but I wanted the micro, super compact and comfortable version of it. But yeah, as you can see, that's pretty significant. Now let's go with height. Let's see how much of a difference it is. And I don't think that's going to be much because, like I said, this is a 17 round mag, and the Canik also has a 17 round mag. So as far as length goes, they're about the same. So the big difference here is going to be in slide, the length of the slide. As far as thickness goes, let's see. Very similar in thickness. Maybe the CSX is just a tiny bit thicker, but not so much to the point where you might not even feel it much in the hands. But yeah, off the rip, man, both these handguns are great. Let's kind of see who would choose and why would you choose one over the other. Now, if you want something super compact that doesn't get in the way, small as possible, easy to fit into an everyday carry rotation, you could go out with this thing everywhere you go, no matter what, then the CSX, man, is definitely a go. Nice and compact. But at the same time, when you're concealing, here, since right now we got the same length as the Canik, but that's because it has the extended mag. Now, if you go with the flat, it does come with a flush mag, and that's gonna definitely decrease the length of that. And they also have one where it's kind of just the middle ground, which I believe is a 15 round mag, and that'll also make this a little shorter, but also giving you some extra rounds. That's why this is perfect for everyday carry over the Mete. If you want something for deeper concealment, then check out the CSX E series. Now, the Canik Mete is also considered a compact / micro. Both of these are considered micro. I don't consider the Mete MC9 Prime micro because you guys follow the channel. I have a bunch of small handguns, and this isn't one of the smallest ones. But this is a nice compact handgun. Barrel and length of the slide is not so big that it will be uncomfortable, but it is going to feel, if you got a Glock 43X, this is a little longer than the Glock 43X, but like I said, shorter than the Glock 19X, so right in that perfect middle ground that is not going to cause discomfort. Length of the handle, like I said, this is perfect length for me. It's somewhat of a full grip, which I definitely like, and I'm used to rocking appendix with that full grip, and it conceals perfectly. So the size of the handle of the grip is not a problem for me. But if you are a person that does not want a full size grip, then the CSX will give you the options of having a smaller grip, which will help you print less. But that also depends how you wear. You usually dress attire, depending on what you're wearing, what you're rocking with. But that's about it, guys. I feel like if you want something reliable that you know is gonna always go bang, and it's a proven brand, man, the CSX from Smith & Wesson, you can't go wrong with it. Like I said before, I own more Smith & Wesson products than I do any other brand, and that's because they're priced correctly, they're reliable, customer service is awesome. They're always working on improving their firearms. They've just been great, especially with the trigger upgrades that they've done is amazing. The serrations that they've done across the board of their handguns, they have taken it up to a whole nother level. And Smith & Wesson, as far as grips, has always kind of been on top of their game. Smith & Wesson is, for me, one of my favorites. Now, if you want to buy a firearm that you're not gonna have to go out and add a bunch of upgrades because it comes sexy straight out the box, then the Canik Mete, you are gonna pay a little higher price, but it is coming with so much upgrades that if you were to do this with any other firearm after the purchase, you're gonna be probably spending more than the actual cost of the firearm itself. So if you want something straight out the box that just looks amazing, looks great, and it's gonna definitely get a lot of attention when you go out to the range because it's a beautiful, sexy looking firearm, then the Canik Mete, man, check it out. It's definitely cool. I need to add a light. Comes equipped with the rail as well. With the CSX, you're not gonna get a rail on it. I'm pretty sure there's probably companies that do make lights for these, but I'm not interested in making this handgun bigger. I want to keep it nice and slim at how it is. Now with the Canik Mete, man, this is a tactical looking handgun, so adding a light is gonna just add to the tacticalness of this handgun and to the whole feel of the handgun itself. Has perfect grooves down here under the trigger guard. You got those nice cuts. It's just a great firearm, I'm telling you. Right out the back, this looks like a handgun, almost like a Glock that just got pimped out and got all the upgrades available. That's kind of what a Mete looks like. It's amazing. It has an amazing trigger out the box as well. That's the one thing with both these handguns. You're going to be getting an awesome trigger with both of them. Both handguns could be rocked for lefties and righty as well. As you can see, the mag release could be swapped over on both handguns. Same with the CSX. We got the slider release on both sides. We got the safety that wraps around on both sides. Same thing here. We got the slider release on both sides. Takedown of the Canik Mete is similar to the Glocks, and then the takedown of a Smith & Wesson is like most Smith & Wesson handguns. But that's about it. Both handguns also come equipped with the red dot options. I haven't added a red dot to the CSX yet because, like I said, I kind of want to keep it this small. I want to keep it tiny, but I'm not 100% stuck on that. Like, I might add a red dot because I got so much red dots right now laying around that I might just try some out, see how they look, see how it functions, if I prefer that, or if it doesn't get in the way, then I might rock a red dot on it. But yeah, guys, I really think you can't go wrong. Like I said, both handguns, if round capacity is what kind of sways you either way, then they both are 17 plus 1. So that's amazing. If you want something that's smaller, that you could kind of make it a little shorter, a little smaller than the CSX, man, you can't go wrong. Now the Canik Mete straight out the box is a beast. Like I said, it costs a little more, but definitely I feel like what you get is worth way more than what you pay for. Now Canik is a newer brand, so reliability, I'm not sure if that'll be an issue down the line. As of now, I've heard only great things from Canik, especially those triggers. One of the best triggers out the box. And like I said, it comes equipped. Like if you're into the whole, you want a handgun that you could use, well-rounded handgun. Like if I need a handgun for everyday carry and home defense, then I'll probably go with the Canik Mete because it's a perfect handgun. You could add a light. You got the red dot, good round capacity. Trigger is amazing. You got the ported and compensated slide and barrel. It's just amazing. So you're gonna have a lot of good control and control on that recoil, which is gonna give you great follow-up shots. And the Canik Mete, man, is that perfect EDC and home defense pistol. Now the CSX, because of the round capacity, I would say it would also work for home defense as well. But this is more for everyday carry communities. You don't have the option to add a light. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's some companies out there that are already creating things. I'm pretty sure there is actually already. But yeah, this is more like an everyday carry focused target, and this is more for everyday carry, and I would even say home defense because you could add all the bells and whistles to this bad boy. But that's it, guys. Let me know down below which one would you guys go with, or would you just buy both and have both. Right now, I'm super happy with owning both of these. Like I said, I got to take this bad boy out to the range more. I was in New York for the past month, and right after purchasing this, so I haven't even really had a chance to enjoy this handgun like I should. So I am going to be going out to the range and enjoying this bad boy a little more. But the Smith & Wesson, man, I've owned the original CSX and I loved it. So I've only loved this even more now that we got the extra little upgrades. But I love both handguns. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is not a versus, is more of a direct comparison and kind of help you guys make that decision if you're in the market trying to make a choice between one or the other. Then I hope this helped you guys. But leave comments down below if I missed anything, or if you guys have any questions and you want me to kind of check out the handgun and answer it for you. Let me know. Comment down below. Like I said, I learned a lot from you guys, and I got a lot of stuff coming out this week. So subscribe, hit that like button. Let's grow this channel. Let's keep growing. Like, I want to hit 10K before the year's over. So help me get there, guys. But that's it for now, guys. Compact everyday carry and gadgets. God bless.